Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Rogue Trader with me, Break It Down. Let's head to the docks and see if we can recruit Solomorne. The spare parts merchant in dock T4095 is on an illicit shipment spree. Half of his paperwork is fake. I think he'll lead us to the Red Martyr Syndicate. He just needs a nudge. Place a sizable order, send a down payment, and set up a meeting. We'll catch him in the act. Alright, I think we have read that before. Alright, Solomorne, where you at, buddy? Opticon. He's probably on the way to the ship. I was hoping he'd be right here. There's Heinrix. We can talk to him and recruit him. A familiar figure turns to you. Heinrix Van Calix, interrogator of the Ordo Xenos, bows his head respectfully. Lord Captain. Honored interrogator, what a surprise. Did you perchance leave something in your cabin? Not at all, First Officer Versarian. I'm not in the habit of leaving a trail, but I thank you for your concern. Greetings, interrogator. What do I owe the pleasure of this latest visit? Only to our mutual duty to humanity. It is that duty that demands that I disturb your peace once more. I was able to contact my mentor, report the tragic events that transpired on Rykad Minoris. I also received some information from my agents regarding the movements and actions of enemies of humanity, including the Xenos that we're assuming were involved in the theft of the star. According to their findings, the threat now hangs over other worlds. This time yours, Lord Captain. Heinrix clears his throat and begins a pointedly official tone. In a pointedly official tone. By the order of Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar, whose duty is to stand sentinel over the Coronis Expanse, the rogue trader of House Von Valancius is to take on board the agent of the Most Holy Inquisition and provide escort and support in deeds great and small that serve to safeguard the territories of the Imperium against its enemies. This decree is effective immediately upon announcement and remains in effect until decided otherwise by His Excellency Calcazar. Adira's whisper is barely audible. All I got from it is that ridding ourselves of this snitch won't be easy. Heinrix, would you mind translating the torrent of verbiage you just unleashed upon me? His mouth twists slightly. The Lord Inquisitor has deemed that my presence aboard your ship and in your retinue would be significantly more beneficial to the fight against heresy and evil than my return to my mentor's side. Our parting before our arrival in Footfall was premature. I can't really say no, can I? Heinrix studies you for a moment, and ever so slightly, as if not wanting anyone else to see, shakes his head. What exactly caused this need to rejoin my crew? The cause is the activity of humanity's enemies, including the Cult of the Final Dawn. In my absence, the situation in the Coronis Expanse has changed. I've received an exhaustive report from my agents. This heresy has taken root in the region where the Von Valancius worlds lie. You probably already know about the fate of the industrial world of Calva Gamma. If not, then I'll share what details I know, but not here. Better to talk on board, or we will not be overheard. I'm not fond of the methods used by the Inquisition, but I will assist you in any way I can. I understand, Donnie Dawson, but duty to the Golden Throne is seldom a pleasant burden to bear, especially for those in a position of great power. I must also deliver this to you. Heinrix pulls out a sealed letter. The Lord Inquisitor specified that the contents of this envelope are for your eyes only. I'd ask you to read it as soon as you have the time. That is everything for the time being. Are you headed to the ship, or do you still have business on footfall? Whatever the case, I can either wait for you on board, or accompany you as part of your retinue. Goodbye, Pascal. Hello, Heinrix. Actually, I will keep Cabela for a little bit longer. I'll probably end up swapping out Cabela for Solomorne. We recruit him. Alright, what do we get next? An ability. A Purge Soul is really powerful. I don't use it very often, though. A Reckless Rush is pretty good. I think you can reduce the cost down to 0 AP as well. It's a Reckless Rush. The Archmilitant immediately gains plus 7 MP. The Archmilitant has stacks of versatility. They gain plus 3 more stacks of versatility, which lasts until the end of their turn. Like this. Keep Adir a little bit further back. Alright, Solomorne.
Keep your wits about you.
Where you at, buddy? I may have walked right past him.
Always keep your eye on the price.
There we go. The Concentrator's vid screen is showing partially encrypted records. The call signs of the arbitrators in the task unit, the status of the upcoming operation, and its objectives. Double tariff. Come on, mate. We've known each other for 8 years. Where do you get these numbers from? That one. CL3. What's the progress report on the plan? How long until we can get to the system we need? The answer's a dozen steps away, K-19. The Adeptus Arbites salute you, rogue trader.
Thank you for responding to my request, rogue trader. I'm here on the orders of Marshal Strax to ask for your help. We are in pursuit of a tithe thief. We must board the thief ship, execute the heretic for his crimes, and return the sacred tribute to the protection of the Adeptus Arbites. The reward for your assistance in this matter will be the thief's frigate, the Heartless, which we will capture in the course of the mission.
It is a pleasure to see you, Solomorne. And you, Glado.
Glado, speak! Not every cybermastiff receives a personal greeting from a rogue trader. Such an honor warrants a response.
Without so much as a flicker in his expression, Solomorne commands. Why have you approached me and not Winterscale? Raikad Minoris was his world.
I did, and I was rebuffed. As rogue trader Winterscale rightly pointed out, from the moment of the tithe's collection, responsibility for it transfers to the Adeptus Arbites. He also noted that the loss of a world is not an inconsiderable detriment to his protectorate, and he has no intention of expending resources to recover something that no longer belongs to him. Under similar circumstances in the past, our arrangement would have obliged us to turn to Lady Theodora. She was a key figure in supporting the Lex Imperialis in the Coronis Expanse.
It is poor form for a rogue trader to refuse to help servants of the law.
It is not for me to judge the Emperor's anointed, not least when I cannot fault his reasoning.
I'll help the Adeptus Arbites. What is the plan?
Captain Sargona and his flagship, the Heartless, are concealed in Mundus Nullius. The exact location can only be determined with your ship's augurs when we enter the system. The Heartless is escorted by a small flotilla. You'll need to neutralize it in order to capture the frigate. Arbites strike teams will land on the upper deck, while your boarding party handles the remaining bays. My squad of arbitrators will take on the most difficult and dangerous part of the operation. The ultimate goal is to capture the captain's bridge and interrogate and execute Sargona.
Tell me more about the ship you're promising me.
The Heartless is the enemy flagship. It has been corrupted with inhuman technology, but you have the necessary resources to purge it of Xenos filth and make it serve the Imperium once more. Even if you don't wish to own a ship previously crewed by pirates, you will have prospective buyers lining up to take it off your hands. I'm no expert on ships, but when I questioned the captains on Footfall about the Heartless, they were almost salivating as they listed its virtues.
Counteroffer. I get the ship, and you join my entourage at the same time.
I do not have the power to choose my assignments, Rogue Trader. However, if the mission is successful, the Marshal is unlikely to refuse to deploy me as your escort.
So I know he's going to refuse this outright. So you offer me a ship that I have to capture myself. Not much of a deal.
What I am offering is the coordinates of your future trophy and a team of arbitrators to help you take the vessel. You will be enriched, and you will be continuing the alliance formed by Lady Theodora with the Adeptus Arbites. It is for you to judge the value of this opportunity.
I see. Solomorne nods curtly. I need more information about the thief.
Stein, transfer the latest data. Bryce, hologram. This one has the complete file.
Solomorne gives you a data slate. Give me the rundown on Sargona.
He is a former privateer and a fugitive psyker. At one time, he was involved in the cold trade and the supply of Xenos mercenaries, but his pirate habits got the better of him, and he started robbing his associates. Now, even among the criminal rabble, he is known as a nasty piece of work. Something of an achievement, you will agree. Sargona is cunning, cruel, and unpredictable.
Study the file. Sentence: Guido Sargona, homeworld unknown. Psyker, specialty pyromancy. Formerly sanctioned, abandoned his post on a privateer's ship and joined the pirates. Confirmed links: Caspalica, Xenos, alleged heretical cults. Also implicated in at least 15 attacks on trading vessels. Status: alive. Study the hologram. The image quality leaves something to be desired. You can make out the criminal's survey of augments and sumptuous clothing. There's something haughty, almost maniacal in his bearing, like the tyrants who sooner or later proclaim themselves gods. How are you so well informed?
Shortly after the fall of Rakad Manoris, I questioned the Liege of Footfall. He supplied me with exhaustive information about Sargona and his ship, and gave the arbitrators full access to the docks. I suspect Takara's compliance stems from some bad blood between him and Sargona. Scum-eating scum. Nothing new there.
That will do.
As you wish.
Any tactical recommendations for the assault?
The task is relatively simple. Kill all enemies we encounter, and not let them kill us. Sargona must be taken alive for questioning, but I and my team will handle that. There is one other thing. The following call signs will be used for Vox communication during the mission. You will be RT1, and I will be DX1. I also request you use Arbites sign language throughout. Non-verbal commands are faster than speaking, and will allow us to catch our target unawares. Here is a short list.
Solomorne holds out a data slate to you. Well, I know what ours means, Rogue Trader 1. Yeah, what do these call signs mean?
DX1 means I am in command of the Delta Xi Squad. It's one of our standard designations for strike teams in the Expanse. RT1 is you, the Rogue Trader and leader of the Rho Theta Squad. For a short mission like this one, these identifiers should suffice.
I dislike my call sign. A Rogue Trader needs something grand. Emperor's Eagle, for example.
In a tactical assault, The shorter the call sign, the lower your chances of getting shot while you're saying it. But so be it, Emperor's Eagle.
Alright, study the data slate. There are 2 dozen basic commands, from head nods to combinations of hand gestures. Some hand-arm signals, I know some of those. Everything you need to quickly and efficiently communicate enemy position and numbers, and even coordinate joint attacks. Return the data slate. Remember all the commands perfectly well.
Indeed. One never truly leaves the Arbites. I meant no disrespect to your skills, but I prefer to err on the side of caution.
Solomorne gives you a deferential nod. You have a deal.
Good. Do you have any further questions?
I may have other matters to attend to en route to the Mundus Nullius. Will you be able to accompany me?
No. I'm still on mission, and in your absence, my subordinates and I will be checking weapons and finalizing tactics for the assault. In other words, we will be wholly occupied with preparations.
I have no more questions. Board the flagship and await my command.
Acknowledged. Sargona is already dead. He just doesn't know it yet.
Solomorne lays his hand on the back of the Mastiff's neck and says, "More to his dog than to you." Well, unfortunately we can't recruit him yet, but it's not too far off. Alright, to the Shadow Quarters. Argenta gestures for your attention. Rogue Trader. I'd like to remind you about Reverend Hieronymus' request. He asks us to search for a potential cultist den in Footfall's Shadow Quarters. Remind me, what was it that Reverend Hieronymus wanted from us? He told us to look for sun symbols inscribed in blue and gold. Hieronymus' congregation suspects certain suspicious individuals of heresy, and rumor has it that this is how they mark their hideout. You seem weighed down by something. What? No. Argenta shakes her head, rubs her temples tiredly. Apologies, Rogue Trader. Being here on Footfall is difficult for me. It's a minor personal weakness, but I'm as ready to fight as ever, but I have no effect on my combat skills. If something is troubling you, tell me. Perhaps I can help. Argenta shoots you a wary look. I suppose I could share it with you, but the tale will be long, and I'll have to start from the beginning. I wasn't born in the Expanse. I was sent here to be a guardian of a reliquary on Footfall. My ship became caught in a warp anomaly, although it lasted only days for those on board. Decades had flown by in real space. When at last I arrived on Footfall, I felt like I had been erased from time. No one was waiting for me on this side of the mall. The people who were supposed to greet me, who knew about my imminent arrival, had died. The reliquary that should have been mine to safeguard had instead been taken under the protection of Reverend Hieronymus and his brethren. They were more than up to the task. They had no need of my help. Footfall became my cage. I didn't know who I was or what purpose I had here. The way back to Calixis seemed like another trap. Even if I were to find a ship headed there, my sector, my order, they too would have lived decades without me by that point. Whenever I'm reminded of those months spent on Footfall, it feels like I'm falling into a pit. I hope the rumors of cultists turn out to be true. I can't wait to prove with my bolter that the world and the Imperium need me. How and why did your stay on Footfall come to an end? Something must have changed. Yes, a sign, almost a portent, showed me the right path. But it's not something I can speak of like this on the street, in this den of malice. Let us be on our way. All I'll say is that on Footfall I met Lady Theodora and joined her. That was the end of my languishing in this place. You know Footfall better than me. You think the rumors of heretics are true. There was a time when I'd have said it was likely a fabrication. One could say many things about the Caspali Commission, the other shady operators in Footfall. Even those thugs are loyal to the Emperor, so they mercilessly exterminate outright heretics in their territory. But now, heretics have launched an open attack on a rogue trader's ship. A member of your dynasty, Conrad Voidfear, has turned out to be one of them. And Footfall itself is sinking deeper and deeper into madness. In these times of strife, I'm willing to believe in heretics who openly perform their dark rituals and brazenly mark their dens with sacrilegious symbols. We must keep going.
Let us not dawdle.
The Shadow Quarters. When I was last on Footfall, I used to take my weapon and wander this area, anticipating an encounter with a mutant or a bandit. I enjoy it here. This place reminds me of the flagship's freight line. Almost like home.
It wasn't time to destroy these tiles. They definitely pried out with purpose and diligence.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Steelwig is too tight. Suppose I have gone without it, but the little one is just too old. Rising sun symbol. Seems oddly repulsive, even sinister. More Anvers dialogue.
That wasn't so difficult.
This fake door is connected to a mine trigger. So they had the
Is there money to be made?
symbol next to a rigged door. I feel like the detail of Glado going up to nearby loot. Didn't I have loot for Heinrix as well? Probably that one. We won't see Xenos here, but who holds a flamer like that, you idiot? We're almost refueled here. We'll show you how it's done. Not just feeling it anymore, that's all. The guy's pretty much a cinder now. It was a lot more fun when he was alive and thrashing about.
I always have a backup plan.
Let's get into some action real quick.
I set them
Look at that. Here
free.
comes another training target for us. Fire it up, you lot. Argenta. Let's throw you right here. We'll have Heinrix intercept this guy.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Didn't miss a shot. Good job, Argenta.
Trust me.
Oops, messed up.
Here we go.
Thunderhammer.
Who wants some more?
Oh my gosh. Abelard, hang in there, buddy.
Here, maggot.
I've never seen Abelard take so much damage before.
Let's make it quick. Out of my way.
Stop mocking me.
For the throne's glory.
Hold on.
Victory is imminent. It will be done. Indeed. At your beck and...
Let's get to it.
Not my worst day. Oh, yet.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Here we go.
Alright, I can do this all day.
Taking calculated risk is my second nature. I'll learn from this mistake.
I should have used this. Oh well. What's done is done.
I'll make it happen.
Scared yet?
Will do.
By the manner of their death, we shall know them.
That was unfortunate. We're doing really good though. All that matters, right?
From the ashes I will rise. I'll do it.
Killing brings me no pleasure. As honor ordains.
Emperor, protect the fallen.
Alright. Things are going a little sideways. That's not good.
Let's make it quick. Out of my way. Hold on.
I've faced worse than this. On it. Who if not me? I'll make it happen.
me what you got.
Temporary setback.
God Emperor, move through me.
Alright,
Be
put her
the
into a really
fire
bad
in my
spot.
heart.
Oh, I didn't reload. Pretty good damage.
Trust me.
Just need to.
Alright, that's
tough
gotta
it
stop.
out.
Time to
Gotta stop.
slaughter someone.
Focus, Van Callox. Focus.
Let's get to it.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Shoot.
Let's get to it.
I'm still standing.
Blessed are those
Yeah, I
who
made an oopsie.
sacrifice for the Imperium.
I made an oopsie.
How'd you like this?
As the Emperor commands. I'll do it. Each strike is a prayer.
Stinking.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
The shadow. Come. The other side awaits. As the tenants demand. Do you think my body was suffering?
That's the first time I've ever used a medikit in combat through all my playthroughs. Hey, we blocked! Alright, first things first, temporary wounds. And then,
It's as good as done.
I can knock this guy back, we do a lot of damage.
Faith without deeds is worthless. Doubt is for the weak.
Death comes in silence. Death is a blessing. Death whispers my name.
On it. I'll see to it personally. Another enemy down.
Awesome.
I'll do it.
This is why I was chosen.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Don't you die on me now.
It's alright. We've got it. We've probably got it.
I can't catch my breath. I'll make it happen.
I gotta be careful with Cabela.
You cannot trick death. It will claim me one day. I will leave footprints of scarlet. I serve in death.
I'll see to it personally. On it. I'll see to it personally.
My gosh. Please hit him.
You never stood a chance.
Easy peasy. Not even close. An Anvers note left from Cinder's crew. He's waiting for you. You know the place, so be there on time. The turret can be seen from the entrance to the Adeptus. Make sure some gawker doesn't see where you're going. And a Thunderhammer. Huzzah! The Fireblessed Carapace. This Carapace grants its wearer +2 to deflection and +20% armor against fire damage, as well as immunity to burning. Base armor property +10% armor against melee attacks. It might be better than what we have. Probably for Abelard. I mean, the parry chance is pretty good.
What do we have here?
Gosh, run all the way around. Alright. Thank everybody else up here. And I think we'll call it here, and next time we'll continue exploring this area. I think we'll get back to the ship, though, and get rid of all of our traumas. That was much more difficult than I anticipated. I'm much stronger than I was last time I did this fight. That guy's power hammer did a number on us. In fact, I'm tempted. Oh no, I have the shield in 2 slots. I really like Thunderhammers, so it's hard not to use it. Now granted, our Excruciator Maul is better, actually. Less armor penetration. Oh, either way, I'm going to call it here for now. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.